Today is a sad day. A sad fucking day indeed. It was announced through the latest dev blog that after Battle Season 3, Stunlock Studios will scale back development on Battlerite. The blog post in its entirety is linked in the description if you want to read it. Here I thought we could take a look at some of the most interesting points in the blog. So first and foremost, when will the game die and how dead will it actually be? So like I said in the beginning, there will be a Battle Season 3 with its own Battle Pass, so if you still want to spend some money, you can. And Season 3 will start the 10th of July and end the 23rd of October. So after the 23rd of October, it's bye-bye Battlerite. The servers will still be left up and running, however, and they will make it easier to arrange private matches through a public custom lobby for those that still want to play some games with their friends and others. Maybe me? So to be clear, the game won't be unplayable, but there will only be private matches and obviously no new content or balancing and stuff like that, most likely. Moving on, they mention unfinished projects and how one of their biggest regrets is not being able to finish the tournament system. Or as they put it, not being able to complete it for us, the players. And yeah, we wanted it. We wanted it bad for a really long time. And this obviously goes hand in hand. What's good for the players is naturally good for the game. But I must stress that this is something they failed to complete for the game. The game needed this. This is one of the things where I actually feel like criticizing SLS. This feature should have been there from the start. This is one of those features that might not be there for early access, but if you're one of the Battlerite oldies like me and remember how the free-to-play launch was delayed to make sure that it was as good as it could possibly be, this should have been the reason for that delay. This is one instance where they failed to realize what a game with a core identity such as Battlerite requires. I mean, we had a game mode where we killed creeps and defended our base against some huge hot air balloon, but never a tournament system. Even something as awesome as BPL feels strange that we had before we had an actual tool in the game that allowed a community-driven competitive scene to grow. So what's next? So they do state that they are exploring ideas for how to serve the game after Battle Season 3, and that they will talk more about what will happen to the game's Arena and Royale while they move on to the next project. So one reason behind this decision, besides the low player base and how supporting the game isn't really sustainable for the company anymore, could be that they actually have plans for their next game. So there's always that when it comes to hoping. And now I know what a lot of people will say. Why would we play another game by SLS? It'll just be the same thing all over again. And I get it, criticism can be directed for some of the moves made by SLS, but these mistakes are most likely clear to SLS as well when they look back at their time on the game. And if they make a game similar to BR, I hope and would think that they learned from their mistakes. So yeah, criticism is good and has reason to be voiced, but also credit where credit is due. When it comes to the actual gameplay, I think SLS made something brilliant in Battlerite, something that you can't quite find in other games, and I can't wait to see what this studio comes up with next, especially if it gets a competitive scene with players I can interview. And I guess the same question could, or rather should, be asked about this channel. What do I do next? Well, first of all, I'm still playing Battlerite until the 23rd of October, so there's that. Aside from that, Baldur's Gate 3 is coming, so more videos will keep coming about that game. In fact, one is in the works as we speak and should be done fairly soon. Other than that, well, on Twitch I plan on playing Bloodstained soon. That seems wonderful. I have a Baldur's Gate 2 playthrough going, and aside from that, you tell me what you would like to see. October is still a bit away, so there will be more Battlerite on both YouTube and Twitch. Who knows, maybe we could even have some grand sending off stream for Battlerite on the 22nd or 23rd of October. We'll see. Either way, the death of Battlerite will not be the death of me. I have lived through harder things, Like my 1-year-old letting me sleep 1 hour a night, saying, "Oh, you're not going to let me breastfeed anymore, are you? Well, I can do other things at night, like scream and kick. So fuck your streaming, fuck your sleeping, daddy, vindictive little bastard." Or the double pimple on the side of my neck being so big and so sore that I can't really sleep on that side, and if I sleep on my back, I snore, which usually results in my wife punching me in the head. So I only sleep on one side, and it's not the most comfortable side to sleep on for me. Either way, this cockroach is going to keep on crawling. So, thank you all for watching, and well, fuck this blog post, really. I understand why it's happening, I just really didn't want it to. It sucks. Really sucks.